Hello everyone, I am Grand Royson, welcome to new video. Today I am going to discuss relation between Ayanokoji and Kushida. Kikyo is one of the few people to interact with Kiyotaka in the first days of school. Because of her goal to be friends with everyone, she extended this to him as well, which would make her the second person besides Suzun he talks to in class. They get along very well as he once agreed to help her in befriending Suzun, but it fails when the latter caught on. She aided him in getting old test answers and was amazed by his intelligence as he knew it was within the school rules. She also accepted his request to take credit when giving them to the class, as he revealed he didn't like drawing attention to himself. In episode 3, she attends a celebratory party at his room. While there, she seems to be aware of his capabilities as she asked Kiyotaka if he had anything to stop Ken's expulsion, which caused everyone to stop their activities, but he gave Suzun the credit. Very soon, she leaves her cell phone behind and he goes off to return it, but discovers Kikyo throwing an angry tantrum while cursing Suzun's name. When she notices him, she demands he keeps it a secret from their class, threatening to tell them he sexually assaulted her before putting his hand on her breast, which would serve as proof. Afterwards, she asks him if she can trust him in holding her secret, to which he promises to hold. Assured, she returns to her bubbly personality, which leaves him to wonder about her. Despite this event, Kiyotaka still associates with her and has no problem in talking with her, as shown with the event Ken Pseudo. At one point, Kikyo seemed curious about his relationship with Hanami Ichino's after she said that she owed him a favor. She also has a copy of his room key which she got through unknown means and used for her group to make his room their meeting area. However, in episode 5 it is shown that he still has his doubts about her due to noting of Sakura's uneasiness about her, wondering if it was due to noticing Kushida is hiding something. Later on, they talk at his room where she shows him pictures of Sakura and wonders if she's hiding something before asking the same about him, but he doesn't reply. At the pool, the two hung out before she noted on the friendships he has made with several girls, remarking he seems popular than when he was at the beginning of school. During the school cruise, she appears to have noticed his uneasiness around her, even shifting back to her other personality to make him talk with her. She inquired if he was nervous being alone with her, which he confirms as she explains she had that guess before she goes back to her happy self-assured. She also appeared to want to tell him something but backs out at the last minute and simply leaves. In the middle of the test, she noticed his and Suzun's close association, as other students took note of it as well. After the survival test, they talk and she explains that she hates Suzun because of her not having a hidden side. She also asked if he had to choose between siding with her or Suzun, and he remarked he didn't know, which she kiddingly calls him mean. In Season 2, Kiyotaka discovers Kikyo was helping C-Class by leaking information. When confronted, she reveals that she hates him as much as she does Suzun and wishes for him to be expelled. After accepting a challenge from Suzun, she reveals that she knew he was listening and requested he leave the school too if Suzun lost, and he agrees. She also gave him her history in middle school and how she enjoys breaking others' mentality. In the light novel, Kiyotaka shows no interest in her true nature, but is still wary of her. She revealed that her hatred for him stemmed from the moment they met for reasons yet to be revealed. When Ayanokoji injected himself into her conflict with Suzun, she came to the conclusion that he is just as big of a threat to her ideal school life as Suzun is, and thus needs to be eliminated. In second year Volume 3, she realizes that Kiyotaka is the #1 enemy that she should have expelled. Due to the events surrounding him and every attempt she tried to expel Suzun and him end up a failure, which all connected to him. She concludes that X was him all along. She originally viewed him harmless after getting to know some of his abilities and suffering the consequences from powerful people who support him. She now views him a frightening person. That still hadn't stopped her endeavor to try to expel him at every opportunity that presents itself, but every attempt ended up a failure due to outside interference and being outsmarted by him. Her insistence of expelling him proved to be her undoing, as all her secrets were laid bare in front of the class. Despite making a deal with him in exchange for not being expelled, she ended up being taken advantage by him in the end. During their second year, he exposed her true personality to the entire class along with her intentions of expelling him and Suzun, much to her dismay. After Suzun had saved her from expulsion, she continues to contribute to the class but only at the bare minimum so as to not prove Suzun right in her decision to save her. Kiyotaka knew this and helped Suzun by saving Kikyo from Ichika when the latter targeted her when they were having their class event. He was able to free Kikyo from Ichika's grasp and had to engage in a physical tussle with his junior White Room student to show his seriousness. Kikyo was once again shocked by his monstrous strength and quickly hid behind him for protection, only feeling safe after Ichika had left. Ever since she was exposed by him and getting to know more of his abilities when he's serious, she reflected on how abnormal he is and became more frightened and wary of him. It made her realize he's not someone to make an enemy with. In second year Volume 8, after Takuya was expelled from school, she asked him about how he and Takuya know each other, which Kiyotaka hid the truth of White Room and said a different truth. At the end of volume 1 Kiyotaka said some people like her true personality. She became really shocked and turned toward a wall, hit it with a blushed face and kept saying it's okay, implying that she has started to fall in love with Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka also said ever since he saved her from Ichika she has been thanking him a lot. If you like this video please like, subscribe and share for more. Thanks you all, meet you in another video.